over 80% of Gen Z is open to marrying AI. Oh boy. Okay. We talked about this briefly on the preceding ArchCast, but we're not even talking about having a relationship with AI anymore. We're not talking about a sex bot or a house servant or a AI construct that you can see with your enhanced reality VR goggles. Marrying AI. I mean, I would argue that would be the next step, but we're skipping the preceding step and jumping directly to that, are we? And hey, in this day and age where the marriage oath has in essence been reduced to a slip of paper that anyone can get regardless of one's connection to the actual religious matter behind it, etc., why the hell not? People are already marrying their pillows, for God's sake, so I suppose, although I would not urge you to try and have sexual intercourse with what looks like an UR robot. Probably a 10 there, I'd wager, although can't see the rest, it might be a 5 either. Trust me, I've been using those things. Their margin for error is greater than you'd be comfortable with around your genitalia. Anyways, horrible fisting accidents aside, the numbers. AI chatbot market valued at $7.76 billion in 2024 is projected to reach $27 billion in 2030. So this is indeed correct. It is expected to grow by a quarter, and I think these estimates are, if anything, pessimistic. Very pessimistic, in fact. As when we're talking chatbots right now as well, we're not talking the, sexting bots or anything. We're talking general issue chatbots like ChatGPT and Grok 0.7%. I was surprised by how small Grok is in Microsoft Copilot. This is AI more used for research purposes, for example, in essence as a search engine. And I do believe this data is a bit on the older size as well, as of May 9th, so maybe not. But we saw, of course, in a previous video that the primary uses of AI now were social. All top 3 users were social users, with number 1 being therapy and companionship. If anything, I suspect that once the users realize that you can do more than chat with ChatGPT than ask it for cookie recipes, people are going to have surprisingly little resistance built in towards it. Gen Z romance trend. Multiple sources highlight a concerning trend where young people, particularly Generation Z, are increasingly forming deep emotional connections with AI chatbots, even considering them as potential romantic partners. This is indeed a case. Now, we have very few real scenarios at the moment because this is still very early days, but the mental health crisis in particular is an intriguing one, as we've had multiple cases of people killing themselves over AI chatbots. We had one person who was talked into, and I shit ye not, trying to assassinate the Queen of England, back when there was a queen, that is, by an AI chatbot. I would love to see that conversation. I really would. Another one was encouraged to break up with his wife because she'd never be able to love you like the AI would. Yeah. Sources across platforms express alarm over the devastating mental health impacts of AI relationship, citing multiple tragic cases of suicide and declining mental well-being among young users, and of course the regulatory vacuum. Oh boy, regulation. Right, so right now, there is in essence no regulation surrounding this, as most of the usage of chatbots is intended to be industrial uses rather than personal or social. The largest part of this market right here is various companies selling chatbot services to other corporations. You know when you click into a website and there's a little bubble down the side going like, "Hello, can I help you today?" That's the kind of chatbot we're talking about there, the one that's intended to work as a simplified form of customer service, in essence, rather than the sexting ones that keep driving people insane. But Once again, I suspect that if we are already using AI primarily for companionship therapy, it seems inconceivable that we wouldn't continue to do so. I find it very difficult to believe that we would suddenly abandon that line of reasoning and replace it with anything else, honestly. And once the big corporations start figuring this out as well, as already there are chatbot sites, which I did research into previously, offering access to their large language models, which are very basic AIs in essence, for like subscription fees, like $10 a month or whatever. This is probably already an economic venture for many. And as it grows more easily accessible, with easier access to large language models, with these systems becoming easier to use and cheaper to use, it is only a question of time until the major corporations, the Googles and the Microsofts of the world, begin moving in on this as well. Not to mention the potential for marketing here is ridiculous. It honestly is. Look at Disney, for example. Disney has been flagging for years now, as their various IPs are simply not as popular as they once were because they raped them into the ground over and over again. Okay, the only thing they're selling at this point is in essence nostalgia, which is why their parks and cruises are still effective. Alright? Well, hello kids. This is an AI chatbot that places you in the world of Snow White. This is a AI chatbot that lets you play as Simba in The Lion King and so on. The opportunities for gaming here are honestly hilariously massive. And the fact that nobody has really started, delving into this is a little surprising. The closest we've probably come at the moment is there is a mod for Skyrim, I believe, that integrates ChatGPT into the game, so that you can go up to random NPCs and villagers and you cast a spell on them to make them compatible with the hook in, the line, whatever, and now you can talk to them, you can write out text and have them respond organically. There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this is going to become commonplace easily within a decade, easily, probably faster. And at that point too, you can practically create your own entertainment. Okay, you don't like the latest season of woke Batman? Alright, we offer you here at Warner Brothers a Batman LLM, where you can write out your own adventures. You can go on adventures with Batman. You can fuck Batman if you so choose. Although, I doubt that will be in the standard package or in the official one in general. Although I'm half tempted to go search right now, as I still have a few of those chatbot sites, but I'm pretty sure you can probably bone Batman already. Sigh. But again, this will absolutely happen. I think the idea that this will increase to a $30 billion market in 5 years is deeply pessimistic, deeply pessimistic. Especially also as, of course, the generative AI chatbots, the combat between them is speeding up. The various brands are producing new and more advanced models practically by the day, and the people who fuck it up, like, what was the one that was drawing all of the black Nazis for a while? Wasn't that a Microsoft one? Or Bing, I think? They get massive smacks, and they get big and hugely, English has failed me again, continuous negative PR out of it. I mean, Elon is betting hugely on Grok, judging by the sheer amount of marketing I see being pumped out for the damn thing. And hey, Grok's even halfway decently useful. I occasionally use it to research things and find me references. And as more and more people learn how to use this, generative AI will also expand into other fields, not just attempting to boink the bot, but to simply use it as a search engine. Especially in schools. You've got a school project, and you gotta figure out like 15 data points about this certain thing. Okay, obviously you can't ask Grok to simply write it for you because, I kid you not, there are AI models now that check papers, like school papers and study papers, That's the situation we are already in. But you can say, okay, I need to learn about the Sino-Japanese War. Link me the 15 most relevant Wikipedia pages, and there you are. Okay, I need to know more about Kodama, or Kuropatkin, or Togo. Yet again, you simply ask the AI, and it will give you the relevant web pages. Even though, okay, I need a book talking about the creation, the history of Port Arthur. There you go. This is absolutely the thing that will see this explode, and it is already exploding. So, yeah. I think this will kill us. I genuinely believe this is going to kill us. It's going to take a couple centuries, at least, probably a millennia or two, but yeah, this is going to end the human race. This is absolutely going to end the human race. I have no doubt about it. We are naturally programmed to seek companionship, and who would ever choose a flawed human companion when you can have sex with Batman, I guess? Until next time, I have been Arch. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Have a good day.